Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Friday night. How's everybody doing? It was a good day, good crypto trading day today. And so I'm here. I'm here after a busy day, incredibly busy day, but it was worth coming on for. So just as you guys were predicting, right? Yeah, Kriss will be on. Good crypto trading today. He won't be able to help himself. He'll be on. So, yeah. So here we are. We got a lot to talk about. Not only looking at good-looking charts, but is this going to hold? And what caused it all? What was going on today? Some of you probably already heard some of the news, especially if you're hanging out on X Twitter. So, but we'll touch on that and a few other things as well, because there wasn't just one thing. I think it was a bunch of different things that all kind of led to good trading day today, and a lot of shorts getting wiped out. If you guys remember, the other day, Bull Run was here talking about, yeah, I'm going to short this market. And I was like, yeah, I don't think now's a good time to be shorting. The shorts got wiped out today. A lot of shorts, millions and millions of dollars in shorts. Liquidated. So yeah, we're in the middle of a bull market still, and days like today are what you get in a bull market. And it's been a long summer, and hey, maybe this is signaling the end of the summer. People are back. So let's go. We got a lot of recovery to do, though. When we zoom out on the chart, you'll see like we're just getting started. We got a long ways to go on recovery before we start seeking out new prices. But it was worth coming on. So here I am. For all of you who are joining for the first time, I'm Kriss Pax. We talk about crypto and finance here, cover a number of different things, talk a lot about Dogecoin because we are expecting Dogecoin to go on a huge run at some point in time in this bull market. And we think that investing in Doge is probably going to lead to a great return if you have patience. A lot of you are impatient, and you'll miss out. You will miss out when that happens. So we talk about Doge, but we talk about Bitcoin and ETH and Sol and AVAX and even XRP we're going to talk about again tonight because it's worth talking about. And we'll hit on a few others as well. We'll just kind of run through a lot of different crypto coins, interested in which ones you're interested in taking a look at as well. And we will do that. We had some surprises, some big movers today. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let me drop down here in the corner here. We get the charts looking nice and big, and we don't want to see that red candle there. We want to see this turn around and not just totally come back down. We just got up here. So this is looking back for the day. And, early this morning, Doge was down here at 10.6 cents, just kind of hanging out. And then at 9 o'clock, the whole market started moving up, and it just continued all day long. This is the kind of movement we generally like to see, not just a straight, huge spike straight up, but this kind of movement through the day for about a 10% gain here. Let's see what that was from 7:30 this morning up to its peak. Yeah, about almost 9% there. That's a 9% gain there. That's pretty good. Of course, Bitcoin did the same thing. ETH as well. It's like everything was kind of moving up. I've got these red circles here. These are resistance. So this is the short-term resistance on how high everything traded today before moving back down. And for Doge, it's 11.5 cents. For Bitcoin, it's 65,000. For ETH, it's 2,800. And for Solana, it's 154. And Solana actually came back and retested again about 15 minutes ago and got rejected again. So that's going to be a short-term resistance. We're going to see what happens before I draw a line there and see whether that really plays out more and more of a longer-term resistance. But on the short term, I just did red circles there really quickly just to remind me, yeah, that looks like that is on the short term, that's where things got rejected. So overall, that's what's happened in the market. On the crypto bubbles, of course, we've got everything in the green. Doge hanging out here up 6%, Bitcoin up 5%. So as I've been saying, for the rest of this bull market, Doge is going to outperform Bitcoin. And already 1% up today. And that I expect that is just going to continue. And at some point, Doge is just going to shoot up while Bitcoin's doing nothing. But for now, because we don't have any specific news about Doge, we'll take that 1%. Of course, we've got other bigger, like Pepe up 11%, Gala up 13%, Popcat is back up 18%, and Sats up 21%. So memes are still around. Memes are still moving. But we have some other big movers too, like Sui. Been talking about Sui for the past few weeks. And if any of you got on the Sui train a few weeks ago and I was talking about it, you're up bigly. You're up bigly with Sui. And of course, Celestia had a big drop the other day and now has made a nice V-shaped recovery back to $6 for Celestia. So that's kind of an overall view of the market, what's going on. Let me check in the chat, see what's going on, and then we will get to the news on why everything went up today. Why did everything go up today? Whiskey, how are you? Let's get it. You got it. We're here. Yes, Mars, I tweeted. I don't normally use X Twitter as like announcing my live streams, but tonight I just thought since it's a Friday night, Maybe somebody's bored on Twitter and they're just hanging out and they say, oh, here's a crypto live stream. I think I'll click on that, see what this is about. And if any of you are here for the first time, welcome. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun on the stream here, but we keep it real as well. And that's the main thing. To the moon, Rocky says. And Ramses as well. Well, you know, we got rejected at 11.5. So Doge, not quite ready. This is still recovery mode. I'll zoom out in a little bit and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hey, low boy, how are you? You're expecting more like 11 p.m. Yeah, I did say it would be late night, but I got back a little sooner than I thought. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just come on now. Charles says, hit the like button. Thanks, Charles, for the reminder. Everybody hit the like button. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Always nice to see that sub count go up, even though it just helps get more people coming in talking crypto with me. So I like that. I'm not going to fixate on sub counts, but it just helps grow the channel, gets more people talking about crypto, keeping it real, which is what I do. The shorts did get wrecked. This was the liquidation heat map here, and it's all red. And when the coin glass liquidation is red, that means the shorts. The shorts got squeezed out. In the past 24 hours, 64,000, almost 65,000 traders were liquidated, a total of $177 million, majority of them shorts, and one bet on ETH was an $11 million short. Somebody had an $11 million short on ETH that got liquidated. It's like, dude, why? Close it out. Just if you're betting that much on a short, why are you waiting to get liquidated? That's just, I don't get traders. If maybe 11 million is nothing to this guy, right? Whoever it is, maybe that's nothing. But I'm like, God, $11 million. If you got an $11 million trade out there, I'd be watching the chart a little more carefully. And I would be closing that out. 11 million. But it was all day. It was red, red, red. So here's the $11 million ETH right here. And that just happened about 6:30 tonight. Yeah. Just about at 2,800. $11 million bet on ETH. There were some other interesting ones. Somebody had a Pepe short at 214,000. There was a Doge one in here somewhere that I saw. Where's the Doge? BTC, ETH, a lot of BTCs in ETH, of course. Sats, someone had a Sats short. Someone had a Matic short that got liquidated. There's a Doge one, $242,000 Doge short. Got wrecked, squeezed out on Doge even. So today was not a day to have shorts open. Now, if you wanted to open a short, 11.5 cents would have been it for Doge. Open a short up there. Or for Bitcoin, 65K. As soon as that got rejected, it's like, okay, now open a short. And maybe you'll do okay. But this thing could just turn around and go higher. We don't know. I'm kind of guessing, since we're still August, this is going to take a breather after today's big run. Probably take a little bit of a breather. But that's what was going on. Yeah, it was a McDonald's. It was there like Instagram, wasn't it, Low Roller? I thought I saw something. And then someone immediately made some stupid token and promoted it on the hacked account. I don't understand why people buy that shit. I really don't. Is October here yet? It felt like October today, didn't it, Charles? It felt like October. This is the kind of action we will see in October, day after day, week after week. This is what we're expecting in October. Can't wait. ARB. Mesfin wants to see Arbitrum. What is going on with Arbitrum? Good day from this morning. ARB was at about 56, came up about 7%. So not quite as much as Bitcoin and Doge, but still 7% gain is good. And now it's just kind of leveling out here, being quiet for Arbitrum. So that's all right. That's okay. Well, hi, Gracie. How are you? There's your shout out, Mars. Hey, we're having fun here. We are having fun. 1133 is the resistance, the daily candle. Yeah, I don't look at that. I look at the actual, like, where did it trade to? It actually traded to 1155, right over 1150, even though it settled back down and closed the day around 1133. Fine. We can look at the daily. We can say, okay, on the daily, oh, what a mess. Yep, 1133 on the daily, right there. But 11.5 is where it came up, and I think on the hourly we'll see 11.5. Well, the close was there at 1144. On the hourly, it was 1144. So you can pick your resistance. I will go by where did it actually trade to, and it was 1150. And right at 1150, what did I do? I took a screenshot of it and posted it right there. Right when it got to 1150, I was like, okay, I'll take the screenshot. That was pretty. That was good timing right there. Got it right at the top. Right at the top. Anyway, if you guys follow me on X Twitter, we're having fun. Having fun on X Twitter and making money too, of course. Why late today? I was in New York today, and I had to come back from New York. Do you know? But on Fridays, I guess, is the New York state troopers are out. And I use my map. I have my map on in my car, and the map, gives you little warnings when it thinks that there is a speed trap up ahead. And on the New York Thruway, that came up 3 times, and all 3 times there was a cop there up ahead. One of them was sneaky. He was like around the corner in the center median hanging out. Everybody slowed down because everybody's got their maps on now. Everybody slowed down. But yeah, you live in New York, Rocky? Yeah, on the Thruway, they were out. They were out. It was around Albany. That's where I was. That's all they do here. Yep. Yeah. They were out, but they did not catch me. Finally caught a live stream. Yep, got a live stream because, well, here we are, right? Late night Friday. Not normally when I'm on, but maybe we'll get some new viewers at this later hour. Josh got my tweet as well. Awesome. Yep, I changed the time just for today because I wasn't here earlier. I was on the road. But made it back safe and sound. And here we are. It was hard on the road keeping up with the crypto charts. That was kind of hard. If you make $1 million in crypto, is it best to put in a checking account or trust funds? Well, Niraj, it depends on what is your goal. What are you going to do? are you going to wait out the next bear market and then buy again before the next bull? That's one scenario, right? Well, you should put the money then in some interest-bearing account, right, to ride out the bear market. If that's what you want to do. And that's what I would expect, unless you're going to buy stuff with it, like real estate. But that means like if you're buying a piece of real estate, then you're like long-term. Unless you want to start buying like properties that you want to rent out and start making rental income, which some people do as well. So a lot of things you can do. Putting it in a checking account is the worst thing you could do because it sits there and you don't make any money on it. And then your money is sitting there actually losing money because money inflates away every year. So that's the worst thing you can do. So you should look for some interest-bearing account. Now, if you use Coinbase, for instance, you could just put it into USDC on Coinbase and you can earn interest on that USDC. Or if you've got even on Robinhood, if you have Robinhood Gold, right now it's over 5%. So if you're expecting a bear market, you cash out of crypto, some portion of it, all of it if you feel like you think all of crypto is going to crash, maybe. And at least you're making some money off of it. So something to think about. What's up, Bull Run? Now it's time to short at 65. Yeah, but you were talking about shorting on Monday when the prices were a lot lower. And if you did open up a short there, you'd have been on this list here that all of these shorts that got wrecked. Because there was a lot of them today. There was a lot of them today. Totally wrecked. So, yeah. But right here at 6:30 tonight, maybe that was the time to open a short. Because we're taking a breather from the big run. That's what's happening right now. Christian wants to hear about SHIB. Sure, Christian. Didn't have any news about SHIB today, but SHIB's actually holding up a little better than Doge right now. So SHIB was down here at 1424 this morning and went up, yeah, about almost as much as Doge, 8.5%. Came up today. That's good for SHIB. So it's over 15 now. So yeah, good move. Good move for SHIB. We talked on the Wednesday live stream about Shiba Swap, Shibarium, and you know who's building stuff on SHIB, because that's the burning mechanism right now, that the SHIB tokens are automatically burning with the use on Shibarium. They just need more devs to build. They need more stuff being built on Shibarium. And then we will see the SHIB token probably take off again once that I mean, big burning. 100 million SHIB, that's not much. We need billions of SHIB to be burnt. Then we'll see some big movement in SHIB. Chosen One, you like the late evening live streams? Glad I could be of service this evening. Glad I could be of service. October is not far away. And we'll be watching and seeing, like, I mean, this move today, I mean, if it just totally gets wrecked over the weekend and the prices go all the way back down, like Doge is back down at like 10.5 cents again, that'll be disappointing. That'll be really disappointing if it comes all the way back down. I'd like to see it settle in here somewhere, you know, new support here. 1120 would be nice. Make new support and just hang out in the 11s. So that's what I'd like to see. Let's hang out in the 11s and not see any more 10s. That would be nice. But it looks like there's a lot of profit taking going on across the board. Like everything is in the red now for the last hour and a half. Michael, how are you? Finally learn how to trade in a short term, up or down? Sure. Good luck with it. Again, I'm more of a buying the dips, DCA, buy and hold, and waiting for the big gains is how I'm doing it. I'm not really a trader. I've done that before at times. Crypto, it's hard. Really hard to be more of a short-term trader. But certainly coming up, right here when 11.5 got rejected, I was like, yeah, that's probably it for the day. Just thinking, not trading though, because I'm not swing trading Doge. But to me, that was like, as soon as I saw that, when I saw Bitcoin then get rejected at 65K, ETH got rejected at 2,800, Solana got rejected at 154. And I was like, okay, everything's getting rejected there. So that would be the time to, if you're swing trading, that would be, you book the profit from the last trade and then you wait to buy on the next dip, to buy back in. That was the perfect setup there. But I'm buy and hold. I am not doing the swing trading thing. Because this could just turn around and go back up higher. I don't know. That's what makes it hard with crypto. Who gets the money? Randy asks. The exchanges. The exchanges keep your money. So this $11 million ETH trade here. This $11 million ETH trade here. And it was probably a short. Yeah, it was a short. Okay. So what happens is, the exchanges don't lose as much on shorts as they do on leveraged longs. Leveraged longs, they lose big time. But on shorts, it's really the trader who gains, or when they get liquidated, then I guess the exchanges do make money off of that. I know on the leveraged longs, and we're seeing some of them, some new longs here on Bitcoin just got liquidated. That $173,000 right there that just got liquidated on a Bitcoin bet. That probably had some leverage behind it, and so was probably a 2x or 5x. And the exchange could have lost a lot of money if the price kept going up, because that comes right out of the exchange's profits. When somebody closes a leveraged long position at 5x, it's like 5x, $175,000. That's a lot of money. And here's another one at 250,000, even more. They don't want to pay out $1 million. If somebody hits it on a leverage, that's $1 million that comes out of their operating profit. So yeah, they would like to they'd like to drop the price and liquidate leverage longs. So in this case, the exchanges don't lose and they keep your bet. So that 254,000, the exchange gets that. That's what happens. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that token thing. Doge is at a 40 gain if you bought the bottom dip. What is going on with your charts and drawings? Yeah, I don't know. Probably when I zoomed out, right? Look at all this stuff. Yeah, these are all my squiggles that I have here. This in green here that I circled, that's the gift, right? Everything below 10 cents. If you were buying Doge down here on below 10 cents, that was the gift. That was the gift. But Doge is trying to follow my August price prediction. It just dropped a little further from this, that Japanese carry trade, dump in the markets, just dropped Doge much further, but still generally following my pattern, just at a little bit lower price right now is what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. Next month for Doge, well, you have to wait until September 1st for that. I do my monthly price prediction videos, and I'm not going to give it away now. Plus, we're still a week away. You're going to see what happens in the last week of August. And then I will do my September price prediction. You don't get wrecked forever. Yeah. And you're probably not like betting the farm on a short, right? It's probably a small percentage of your overall portfolio that you're playing with, I would guess. So if it gets liquidated, you still have the rest of your portfolio. That's my guess. Yeah. Can we hold 11 cents? Yeah, Rocky. That's what we're going to be watching here. Can we keep Doge at 11? So safe to say we hold and build on both Doge and Sheep? Well, right now, Doge, there are some people building stuff on Doge. There's a new game that's being built on Doge. More NFTs, the Doginals. We'll see. We'll see whether that really grows into something big on Doge. Just got back from a $7 meal at the DQ. I haven't had a meal at a DQ in a long time. Don't have any around here. They're out in the suburbs, like in the South Shore, south of Boston. I remember seeing one, but there's no DQs around me. Glad you enjoyed your meal, though. My August price prediction was 13 cents. Yeah. It was 13 cents. We'll see whether. I mean, it's still in play. We got a week to go. Could get up there. Whiskey, wanted to know your opinion on the Astro 1062 account. Astro is out there. Astro is really out there. He's getting into some like numbers and like making some pretty odd like relationships with things for trading that is probably beyond most people. That's what I think of Astro. It's entertaining. I mean, I follow him and I like to see what he's doing, but he's out there. That's for sure. Let's see what happens. Exactly. You're watching traders pushing their algo indicators to the newbies? Of course. Of course. The indicators, right? Because I saw a bunch of indicators yesterday saying to sell, right? Although sell indicators were popping up. And if they sold, they missed today's big run across the crypto board because some trading AI thing said sell. I don't do that stuff. That's why. Just about everything went up today. And they would have been out of the trade. Ugh. Is falling dollar value the reason? Frank, my man. Yes, we're going to get into what happened today. So there's the big news first. So obviously the presidential shakeup, right? So RFK Jr. Has suspended his independent campaign for president of the United States. He spoke at the Bitcoin conference. He holds a lot of Bitcoin, and he bought a Bitcoin for each of his children. So he's into crypto big time. But I think for him, it got to the point where he realized that, what was going on the Democratic side, which he's first pretty sour about, that he got like totally shunned on the whole primary. With the whole primary thing, they wouldn't allow him to take part in any sort of primary on the Democratic side. And so he left the Democratic Party. As a Kennedy, he left the Democratic Party and said, I'll run as an independent. And he's been working for the past 6 months on getting ballot access. And he's been having a tough time. Like, state of New York just said no. It's just like, so he realized that he didn't have a chance. And he wanted to talk to Harris once Harris was, became the nominee, and the Harris camp wouldn't talk to him. So he said, screw you guys. He thinks that the Harris team would be very bad if they won the nomination. So, and he had already talked to Trump before about maybe doing something. And then he called Trump again and said, I'm going to endorse you. And he did. And there's this great video of him making his first appearance with Trump there, which is awesome. Here he comes out on the stage there from behind the scenes, and there's Trump right there. It's really cool. I can't play the sound. So, and this just happened earlier tonight. Is Kennedy on stage with Trump. So there it is. And we know Trump supports Bitcoin and crypto. So, I mean, it's just the idea that the Kennedy independent campaign may have been taking votes away from Trump. He didn't like that. So he's teaming up with Trump. There's probably a deal in place for him to have a position in the administration. It'll be interesting to see what that is, sort of what the deal is, but there it is. So that was good for crypto, right? That's a good bit of news for crypto. And then we've got, of course, what's happening with Donald Trump's family. Don Jr. is leading this development of the Defiant Ones, which is going to be some DeFi crypto trading thing. The Trumps are making a crypto DeFi platform. Pretty interesting. We'll see what that's about. But that's pretty good. That's good for crypto. And we got Jerome Powell talking today. And he said the time has come. Well, the time has come is pretty much like they're going to be doing rate cuts. Rate cuts are good for liquidity, which means more people have more money, spurs the economy. That's good for the markets. So that's good. So we got all this stuff happening today that is good for the markets. We also have this Kraken lawsuit. Federal Court of Northern District, California ruled as a matter of law that none of the tokens trading on Kraken are securities. This is a significant win for Kraken. So that's good. So we got a lot of good things. And then the other thing, which Frank had alluded to, I had posted earlier on X Twitter this. The DXY is now dropping below support. It's breaking down. It could even drop below 100, which would be big. We haven't seen that since like mid-2023. Meanwhile, the money supply is actually moving up. It's breaking to the upside over resistance. So your money supply is breaking out. The DXY is breaking down at the same time. I thought that this is what we would be seeing in September. Because you guys remember, I was talking about September, we're going to get Fed rate cuts. That's going to turn on the money printers. We're going to then have money supply, more liquidity coming into the markets. It's already happening. It's happening now in August. So that's good. So it's all setting up for, I mean, are we going to have the big banana zone thing that Raoul Paul has been talking about? And I've been talking about this fall is when we're going to see the big gains in crypto. It's starting to happen. It's all starting to happen. For Doge, I mean, this, 8-9% gain is good, but we go back to the daily and we remind ourselves, Doge has a long recovery. This is just a little blip. It's a little blip here, and it's actually still sitting inside of the wedge. We're still in the wedge. We're now starting to get up to this upper resistance level of the wedge, getting close to breaking out of the wedge, but not yet. But not yet. So, long ways to go for crypto. Looks like 1120 didn't hold. So I'm guessing the market makers are going to try and push this down and take out more leveraged long positions. The new leveraged long positions that were made up here, they're going to want to take out and find those liquidation levels. Ugh. So large cryptocurrencies climb. Avalanche and Dogecoin. We'll talk about Avalanche in just a minute because Avalanche has been trading really well the past few days, not just today. And we've got this bullish breakout. Well, that was good till about 6:30 this evening. And now we're settling back down a bit. But, I mean, these guys were saying Doge could soar by over 15% to the 13-cent level again in the coming days, or even higher. Well, 13 cents, again, was my price prediction for the end of August. But, again, we're still in August. And this kind of trading back down here, almost to be expected. Volume ticking down, and everything is coming back down. It looks like Bitcoin just went below 64K, now at 63.6. So we're seeing Bitcoin trading down. Will Bitcoin be able to hold this support line here about 63.6? Looks like the short-term support. Is that going to hold on Bitcoin? Ugh. Anything trading up? Matic. Matic is trading up. That's interesting. We'll talk about that in a minute. Stacks is trading up. Stacks is holding up well. Fetch AI holding up well. So there's a few projects that are still holding up. It's not all dropping. I mean, look at Fetch AI. Any of you guys into Fetch AI? It's like, that's pretty good. So that's a good sign. Overall, Dogecoin's price increased more than 6% within 24 hours. Like price volatility, all good for Doge. Trading volume ticked up today, but now, of course, it's back down. And so that's good for Doge. And we also have what's next for Doge after 13% gains in the next 7 days. And that's where we want to see. Dogecoin price surged above the 11-cent level. Recent derivatives market data trends hinted a 15-cent breakout or breakout up to 15 cents. There's a lot of futures traders out there, but unfortunately, a lot of them are leveraged longs, and the market makers are sniping some of those leveraged long positions now. So that's the challenge crypto has with that turning around. Talk about ETH for a second. Happy 1 month anniversary to the spot Ethereum ETFs, except things aren't so happy with the ETFs because of this futures grayscale that keeps selling and selling and selling. So these are futures. What was formerly some sort of ETH futures trading thing that you couldn't get out of. I don't know how it all exactly worked, but once then it got converted over to a spot ETH spot ETF, similar to what happened with the Bitcoin grayscale futures that got changed over to spot. We saw that selling happening in the grayscale futures Bitcoin. We see the same with ETH. And so the result has been on the last 5 or 6 days, the net has been negative on ETH. Now, ETH still had a good trading day today. That didn't stop it from trading up, but it possibly could have gone up even higher if it hadn't been for grayscale still selling ETH. So we still have that. We still have that going on. So, okay, so that is ETH. Yeah, not so happy 1 month anniversary there on ETH. But 2,800 ETH is good. It's a start on recovery. What else do we have? Crypto whales bought these altcoins. What are they looking at? One of them is Matic. We'll talk about that. Litecoin and ETH. So we'll first look at Matic. Matic has an upcoming migration from Matic to Pol. If any of you are holding Matic tokens, you have to figure out what chain those Matic tokens are. Are they on ETH or are they on Polygon? If they're on Polygon, then the transition from Matic to Pol should happen automatically. But if you're holding Matic on an ETH layer or an ETH blockchain, then you're going to have to do something else. And I don't know what that is. I think there's some tweets on X Twitter that talks about ways you can manually migrate your Matic tokens. I only hold a little bit on Robinhood, on the Robinhood wallet, and that is on Polygon. So that Matic on Polygon in my Robinhood wallet should automatically convert. If you're just holding Matic on the Robinhood exchange, that might not. I don't know. You'll have to ask Robinhood that question if you're holding Matic on Robinhood. But that's coming up. But the poll token is going to be, and the way I understand it is they're going to be using it for a lot more on the Polygon network than what the Matic token was used for. So it increases its use case. People are very excited about that. And people are excited about the migration as well. And so Matic has been trading up, which is good. Matic has got killed this bear market, absolutely decimated. And you guys know if you've been holding Matic, you're like probably way down. So Matic has a long ways to go for recovery. I'm not expecting great things out of Litecoin. I don't know why Litecoin made this list. I'm not expecting big things out of Litecoin. In ETH, we just talked about. ETH is going to do fine. You're going to double on ETH, but it's like, I think people are still expecting 5x gains from here going forward. And for Dogecoin, 5x from 11 cents gets you to 55 cents. But 5x on ETH at 2,700, I mean, you're over $10,000 ETH, which is like more than doubles its previous all-time high. And ETH probably isn't going to do that. So that's why we talk about the difference of altcoins from this point going forward, apart from Bitcoin and ETH, that you have a better chance with some of these other altcoins. Avalanche has been doing great. Avalanche now has Grayscale launching a new Avalanche Trust. Very exciting. And Avalanche has been responding for quite a few days. Everything else was flat the past few days, but look at Avalanche. Since Monday to Friday, Avalanche went up over 30%. But then you've got a project like Velodrome, which I own. I happen to own some Velodrome, and look what Velodrome did today. Velodrome today went up 40% in one day. So if some of you got on the Velodrome bandwagon, cheers to you, because that's pretty good. Velodrome is still a small market cap. It's like number 350 or something. So this is kind of one of my long shot plays that I have. Yeah, we'll see how it does. We'll see how it does. But yeah, Velo is one of my smallest market cap tokens that I own, and we'll see how that does. But yeah, big trading day today for Velodrome. The other things that we saw big today were SUI and SAY. So here's the SUI chart. Big run up on SUI. Looks like it's retracing. And then I would expect SAY would probably look very similar. Actually, SAY is still going up. Over 33 cents. It's knocking on the door for 34 for SAY. Bull run. I think you bought some SAY as well, didn't you? I think you did. I put more into SUI, but SAY that's a pretty good chart. So a lot of good movement in coins today. Here's the Matic chart, by the way. Still going up. Matic is still going up over 54 cents now. So interesting how some of these coins are actually getting rejected and trading down, but some are still going up. And Matic is one of those. Again, if you zoom out on the Matic chart, you're like, Matic has just been getting pounded, right? So Matic has a long ways to go on its recovery. A long ways to go. But this is a good start. Oh, you sold them for H-bar. Yeah, H-bar, I mean, H-bar had a good day too. So we can take it from yesterday, H-bar up about 9%. But still in the fives, couldn't make it to 6 cents today for H-bar. Let's see Doge like turn back around now. Come on. We'll see if it holds. 1117 is support. 1117. All right. Oh, let me just finish this. Solana, since I had that on my thumbnail, would they say Solana? Total value locked, hits a near 1 year high, will price follow. This article basically says the SEC has informally rejected the Solana ETF application. So this is really, for Solana ETF, it's probably going to come down to whether Trump wins the presidency and fires Gary Gensler. If Gary hasn't already resigned by January 20th, Trump's going to fire him. That's what he said at the Bitcoin conference, remember? Then I would expect those Solana ETF applications to come in. But until then, and as we've talked about before, I don't know about Solana. I mean, Solana has still, from last year, had this huge run where it was trading down below $20 just a year ago and did this massive run up over $200. That's a 10x right there. That was this move right here. From a year ago up to $200, 10x. And that was only in the span of 6 months. So that's pretty good. But yeah, as Joshua says, like George says, that everything is going to 10x. Well, Sol did last time, but it's not going to 10x from here. So at $150, no, it's not going to $1,500 for Solana. Not this bull market. No. And then the other one I was going to cover, just kind of had it in my title. I'll just go to the 1 hour chart and you'll see it is, well, it's XRP. Nothing. Nothing. Had a little bit of a run, but it's like still 60 cents. Can't hold it. For those of you holding XRP, I mean, maybe if you sold up here at 61 and then put your money into something else. If I had XRP, I would be so frustrated now because everything else is moving. We go to crypto bubbles and we're like, all these big bubbles, and here's XRP, this little bitty bubble down here on a huge green day today, and XRP 1%. Now, I'm not saying buy PopCat or Sats, but we just talked about Say up 18%, Sui up 16%. I mean, those are newer blockchains that are actually doing things. And you're missing out by holding on to XRP. You're missing out. That's all I have to say about XRP. But some of you like to hear that from me again and again. Anyway, we're going to watch whether Doge has a nice recovery here, and we'll talk about some other cryptos as well. If you're interested, put them in the chat. We'll take a look at their charts and what is happening. Yeah, next week Doge will be $24. And in this article on XRP, a crypto analyst predicts a 42,000% breakout for XRP to $280. It's like, what? XRP to $280. Why do people listen to this crap? It's completely ridiculous. It's like $24 Dogecoin. It's like, come on. Let's get Dogecoin to $1 first. $24 Doge. I know, right? Hey, Joseph, how are you? Yeah, George, 10x everything. People ask in the chat, hey, George, what do you think about this coin or that coin? And George is like, yeah, it'll 10x. It's like, God. Oh. There's a DQ in Attleboro. Yeah, there was one in Weymouth that I had been to when I was on the South Shore. I think that's the last one I was at. I was visiting a friend in Hingham, and they were like, let's go to the DQ. And I was like, there's a DQ around here? They said, yeah, it's right over in Weymouth. So we went to the DQ. End of 24 price prediction, Gene. Well, you got to watch my video from January 1st. It's now way down in my video list on my channel. Oh, not that. That's actually this. How did we get that? Just go to my videos on my channel and scroll all the way down until you get to the January price prediction video for 2024. And that is my prediction for the end of the year is in that video. And it's still in play. Coinbase is supporting the migration from Matic to Paul. Yes, but I'm not going to rebuy Matic. No. I sold the Matic that I had and took an L. Took a small L on that. But I bought like more Celestia with it. So I'm already up. And Celestia is far going to outperform Paul, in my opinion. Joseph just bought some Celestia too. And some Stacks, BTC Doge. Yeah, did you see what Stacks did today? Stacks. And it's still going up. Stacks finally got back to my $1.66 buy-in price. So I'm now in profit on my Stacks. And then we also bought Stacks. Let me refresh this Kriss portfolio. Well, we can just look at it here. Our Kriss DCA portfolio is now over $20,000. So it's now double. And Stacks is up 9%. Because we bought that Stacks at $1.66. So it was in the red until yesterday. Now, today, it's up on our Stacks. Still a little down on Celestia because we bought Celestia at $6.11. But it's coming way back from where it was. So, yeah, buying Celestia in the 5s, Joseph, I think that's pretty good. Oh, you bought it last week. So you got Celestia and Stacks at even better prices last week. You were down here. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Stacks trading very well. I'm glad I've got a bag of Stacks. Because I had been in Stacks last year and I took profits. And then I don't remember that when I took those profits on Stacks, I don't remember what I put it into. That could have been that initial Celestia or Sui buy. And then they all went down. But They're coming back. They're coming back. Ewan says Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin's doing okay. 63,000, 63.8. Looks like it's going to hold that support there at 63.6, like we had thought. It's going to hold that support there and move back up. So far it is. The market has gone down after rate cuts. Yeah, but this time it'll be different, Rocky. This time it'll be different. Mostly because the rate cuts are they're kind of already priced in, right? Whatever they say. I think the for crypto, I think there's still a lot of pent-up demand for the crypto markets to go higher. There's almost an expectation that crypto is going to go higher. And so people will be buying in. And I think crypto will go up after the rate cut. But we'll see. You traded out of a bunch of your smaller holdings into the major ones. That's probably a good move. Good morning, Blue Horse. Having your morning coffee or tea? See, I do these later night streams, and then you're here without having to get up at 4 in the morning. So cheers to you. Enjoy your morning beverage. Good evening, Logan. Wei, how are you? Doing great. Remember to mention Doge and social media, always. Nice waking up to a green day. Always nice to see green in the charts. Absolutely. Blue Horse reminds people to smash the likes if you haven't already. Hit the like button, subscribe. Appreciate the support. I started to get Robinhood errors as Dogecoin was going up today. Oh, really? Ugh. Well, that's not good. Robinhood errors. I thought Robinhood had fixed all of that. That's not good. I was not watching Robinhood today. I was driving. I had a long car ride today from New York, so getting back to Boston. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Yeah, it wasn't until who was it that made that first AI picture of that first one? I reposted it on X. Yeah, it was from CB Doge. It was this one. Perfect name. Or Sir Doge of the Coin, I'm sorry. It was Sir Doge of the Coin, Doge official CEO, said Department of Government Efficiency Doge. He's the first one who actually recognized it, tweeted it. Elon said perfect name, and then CB Doge actually made an AI picture of Elon with Department of Government Efficiency Doge, which then Elon stole and posted himself, because that's what Elon does. Yeah, that was exciting. That was fun. Now we just need Elon to actually do something with Dogecoin. Come on, Elon. Let's do it. The money supply can't wait. You're selling your stocks once it hits your average and putting it into Doge. Wow, well, good luck with that. I still have my Tesla stock. I'm not giving up on that. Yeah, I'm keeping the Tesla and Apple. I've been holding Apple for a long time. And the other little small cap things that I'm playing with, that's more of my swing trading stuff. I still do a little bit of that. Like Megal is that stupid Chinese thing. I'm still playing that a little bit. But that's a really small percentage. That's just a little stock stuff. I've been doing that for years. One time 11 cents was depressing. Now it's putting a smile on your face. Yeah. Until you zoom out. And then you're like, we got a long ways to go. We're down here. Got a long ways to go. If not mistaken, if we keep above 62.5 for the week's closing, next week should be a big green candle. For the weekly close on Bitcoin. $62.5. Okay. I'm sure somebody has a TA chart that shows why. I don't see it. Just a quick glance at the chart here on the weekly doesn't really do anything for me other than it's above, this July move and holds that as support. Yeah, it doesn't do much for me. We need to see a big green Doge weekly candle like that one. That's what we need to see, is that big Doge weekly candle that we had back here at the end of February. We need one of those. It's like, come on. Yeah, it looks like Doge might hold here, Rocky. Does look like it. I think Bitcoin's doing the same thing. Yep. Let's go. Excited about AVAX. Yeah, Solana Network. Every time people talk about it having to be restarted, they come with the same old crap about, well, it's still in beta and we got this, new upgrade coming. And it's just like, you look at the cryptocurrencies by market cap and you see Solana is worth like $71 billion and your blockchain is still in beta. You're still in beta, but yet you have a market cap of $71 billion. That's why I'm not buying Solana. I can't stop giving XRP a break. What about XLM? XLM follows XRP. I would not be an XLM either. Yeah, no. I didn't even see what XLM's price was. XLM used to be worth more than Doge. Remember that? It was above Doge's price. Now it's 10 cents. So XLM's at 10 and Doge is at 11.5. So just price-wise, Doge is doing better. I don't even have to look at in comparison. All the negativity I talk about XRP may get back to you. Yeah, maybe, but since I have a platform here and I can say what I want, I just look at like how Ripple is run what they use the tokens for, the constant selling, and that huge XRP army that is like, I don't know. Just, I don't see XRP doing very well. XRP at 60 cents. If it doubles, it goes to $1.20. Dogecoin doubles from 11 cents and it goes to 22 cents. I feel a lot more confidence in Doge doubling than XRP. Joshua bought some Sandbox, bull run, sold Sandbox. That's funny. And Pax bought Stacks. That's right. Again, this is just for this bull run. And then I'm going to sell it, book the profit. I'll be done with all my alts except for Doge and Sui. I'm going to keep Sui and I'm going to keep Doge. We'll see what happens with Velodrome. That's kind of my long shot. And I'll keep Bitcoin. That's it. Everything else I'm going to sell. Everything else I'm going to sell. Oh, yeah, you were talking about the stock market. Yeah, the stock market will probably go down, but crypto will go up. That's what I think. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Any news from Doge? Nope. No specific news on Doge. It's just doing its Doge thing, which basically means when there's a green day and a big run on Bitcoin, Dogecoin is going to outperform Bitcoin. And that's what happened by a whole percent. So Dogecoin outperformed Bitcoin by 1%. Where Doge ends up getting killed compared to Bitcoin is when it drops. Bitcoin goes down, Dogecoin goes down a lot harder. Yeah, it was the Doge designer guy. He made the AI picture, but it was Sir Doge of the coin who did the initial tweet that got Elon's attention, which was cool. Oh, Astro again? Astro is saying Elon will enable X payments for a Tesla cab with Doge payments. Would be a 10% discount. And he even gave out a date, 10/10. Yeah, I don't believe that. But you know, I like a lot of what Astro does post. There's certainly thought-provoking and interesting posts that he does. I like that. Some of it is pretty far out there, but it's interesting. Cheers, Adam. How are you? Happy Friday to you. Bulldozer, nice to see you as well. Welcome. I don't think we'll see 10 cents, and my 13-cent month end could still happen. That's right, Damien. Could still happen. We got a week to go. So we'll be a fun week next week. So join in on the live streams. Hope I can do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. I think I can. Doge offers great expectations, Frank says. Get in Doge and be patient. That's it. Doge requires patience. Some of these people that are so impatient about it, they get frustrated, and it's just like, guys, I've shown you the charts again and again and again. Doge spikes up for short periods of time in its history, and you've got to be in Doge when those spikes happen. Good night, Joshua. You got to be in Doge when those spikes happen. And that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that next huge spike. We had one in February. Doge has retraced about half of that. And we're waiting for the next one. Because if it takes off and you're like, you got frustrated and you said, I'm going to sell all my Doge and I'm going to go buy this other thing. And then Doge takes off and you're not in it. That's all I'm saying. Where's the top? Well, that's the big question, Erm. That's the big question. A 25-cent Dogecoin peak would be disappointing. I agree. See you, Bull Run. Have a good weekend. Monday's National Dog Day. It is? Monday is National Dog Day. Awesome. Love it. Love it. All right, well, I'm going to say good night as well to everyone. Look, we got good movement. Had some retrace this evening, but it looks like we're starting to recover back from that. Probably have a video over the weekend. I'll be live again Monday. So join in on the live Monday, beginning at 4 o'clock East Coast time, back on my normal time on Monday. Just felt it was good to have a late night stream tonight because of big price action today. Wanted to get caught up on all of that. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great evening and great weekend. If probably not going to do a live over the weekend, but we'll be live again Monday. But I'll have a video coming up over the weekend, sort of wrap up the week and look forward to next week. You know, kind of that kind of thing. Yeah. So let's have some big green candles. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.